YouTube. What's up, baby? We back in this thing again with another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're going to be talking about the movie called The Night House. Okay, so this is a horror slash thriller movie. Came out in 2020, right? Or I don't. Is it that old? Whatever, either 2020 or 2021, right? So this is one of those movies where, um, you know, it's horror, but then it's like creative horror. Then you got like, you know, real mystery about it. You feel me? Like, um, sort of like a Hereditary type thing. You know what I'm saying? Or like Midsummer. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of movies. You know. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna be doing a review on The Night House. All right. Now, if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade. Then we on to the next one, right? So, The Night House is a movie about a character named Beth, played by Rebecca Hall, and her husband has recently died, and he actually committed suicide. Her husband's name is Owen. Now, you know, this, of course, puts her in a mood of being depressed and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And then over certain periods of time, she starts to feel like there's an entity, whether that's him, whether it's her deceased husband, Owen, or, you know, whatever. She feels like there's an entity that's trying to kind of get in contact with her, per se, right? And then eventually she starts looking into her deceased husband's, like life, per se. And she ends up finding out that there was a lot of things about her husband that she didn't know. Now, because of that, once things are revealed to her, she keeps digging more and more into what's going on. And when she thought she knew what was going on, she really didn't. But as she kept digging and digging and digging, she really did end up finding out exactly what is happening. And once that happens, she is now trying to escape from this entity. So yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell. I'm not gonna spoil everything. You know what I'm saying? There's more that there's a little bit more detail that I can give, but I'd rather just give you that hint, so that way if you want to watch this movie, you know, after this or just in the future, you know what I'm saying, you can still watch it and still be surprised. You know what I'm saying? But what I just told you is basically the whole premise of this movie, The Night House. Now let's jump into 3 of my favorite scenes. I would say, and this may be spoilerish. Also, this may be out of order, but for one, I definitely like the scene where she's she goes to the other house, right? And not saying like she physically walks to the other house, but she got like kind of dragged into the other house, right? Like in a way, you'll see what I'm talking about if you see the movie. And then when she gets to the other house, she's seeing her husband multiple times, and she's seeing other women that look like her. And in some scenarios, he's, you know, making out with the girl. Some scenarios, he's choking the girl. Some scenarios, he's actually murdering the girl. You know what I'm saying? So, and then she's getting dragged throughout the house, seeing all of these things. And it just was a crazy scene. You know what I'm saying? Really, really dope. Another one of my favorite scenes would be when she is in the bathroom and she kind of comes into contact with the entity, and it, is rubbing her and caressing her and making her feel good, and she's thinking it's somebody, but in reality it's not. And I'll just let that be like that. I'm not gonna spoil nothing else, but that's a dope scene. I'm talking about if you've seen this movie. um Third scene to me would be um the ending. Now, when Beth is saved by her friend Claire, and Mel is there as well, and they pull her up out the water, and Beth, she looks at the boat that she was just recently sitting in, and you can see a figure. You know what I'm saying? And you know this figure. You come to know this figure throughout the movie. But it's like, it just, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, it's like, yo, like, is this real or is this like in her head? You know what I'm saying? And you got Mel, and he looks at the boat, and he's like, what are you looking at? But at first, it kind of seems like he sees what she's talking about. But then she's like, I guess it's really nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it just was a crazy scene. You know what I'm saying? To see that figure sitting out in the boat after what happened. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that'll be three of my favorite scenes. This movie was pretty good, man. I liked it. I liked it more than I liked Hereditary. I'll tell you that much. Um, but it's a dope movie. It's a dope premise. You know what I'm saying? It is a little confusing, but on the same note, it's not. It's just you really kind of need to pay attention to what's going on, and pay attention to the background, stuff like that on certain scenes. Um, but it just, all in all, I did enjoy myself. I did have a good time. It wasn't just like, a traditional type of scary movie or horror movie. You know what I'm saying? It had another element to it, and I appreciated it, and I enjoyed my time as I watched the movie. Um, I do wish that they like dealt with the entity more. Like maybe we saw him more, or just something like that. But for what it was, with the dealings of the entity, it was good enough. You know what I'm saying? But I just wish there was a little bit more to it. You know what I'm saying? Acting was great. Um, the lady that plays Beth, bro, she did her thing. She did her thing for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, she definitely did her thing. So yeah, not too much to complain about on this movie. Like I said, I did enjoy my time. Little nitpicks here and there, but it was like, all in all, it was a cool little movie, man. For me, I'm gonna give this a 8 out of 10. So definitely not a bad movie, not a bad grade. Above average for sure. Um, I would suggest, anybody that's into like horror, thrillers, or just thrillers or horror in general, check out this movie, because I think you'll have a good time. It just, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. It makes you think. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I had a good time. I had a good time, and not too many complaints. Like I said, so I would suggest, anybody watch this. And if you did see this movie already, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. What were some of your favorite scenes? Would you have liked to had more dealings with the entity? Um, how did you like the acting? You know what I'm saying? How do you compare this to Hereditary and Midsummer as well? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the director or producer, whatever it may be, for Hereditary and Midsummer is the one that did the Night House. So let me know, which one you favor the most, or in which order, like one, two, three. Um, would you like to see another one of these, whether it be with the same people or just like kind of a different story? Because they can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the way that the premise of the movie is, they can do this a lot. We can probably even see other entities as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know about that in the comments down below. That's it for this time, man. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Cali. Until next time.